Everybody knows that if you surf to your internet for long enough, you'll see some pretty sick shit. This is especially true if you intentionally dwell into the dark underbelly of the internet. I've seen quite a few things I don't care to admit, but one of them I'll always remember is a site called normalpornfornormalpeople.com. The first thing strange about the site was that I didn't find it by actually looking for it. It was emailed to me by someone I didn't know. The email read as follows: "Hi there. Found this site is very nice. You might like normalporn.fornormalpeople.com. Pass it on for the good of mankind." Pretty standard issue chain letter, although the URL is and the last remark was really procured my curiosity. I was having a very boring day when I got this, so I made sure my antivirus was working and then I clicked on it. It was a very Irish and generic looking website. It gave the impression that the creators just barely gave a shit about making it look professional. The author seemed to have a very tenuous grasp of English, and on the front page was a long, boring, and incoherent rant that I don't remember or have saved. The site has a strange tagline, which even today people haven't figured out the meaning of, which was "Normal porn for normal people, a website dedicated to the irrational of abnormal sexuality." And from the sound of that, I wasn't sure whether I was here to watch porn if I had stumbled onto some kind of eugenic program, but I was here now and I was very, very curious to see what normal porn gets rocks off to. So I scrolled down to the rant and nothing. The page doesn't seem to link anywhere else, and I was about to leave when I noticed for the rant was in its own hyperlink. So I clicked on one of them and was sent to the white page with a very long list of links in the forms of. So I stopped for a minute and asked myself if I really wanted to waste God knows what, how much time clicking random links that were likely to give me a virus that will break my computer. I figured I'd just try it for maybe 5 minutes just to see if anything came up. I clicked on one of the links and was sent to another page. This page apparently had totally different URLs than the last one. I was just about to say fuck this when I clicked on the third link and a video downloaded came up. It was called peanuts.avi. It was a 30-minute video of a man and a woman and a dog in a kitchen. The woman was making a peanut butter sandwich and the man would sit it down for the dog to eat. This was all that happened for 30 minutes. It was obvious that the cameraman had to stop filming and wait until the dog was ready to eat again, and the dog seemed rather sick by the end of it. I know what you're thinking. What the hell does this have to do with porn? I have no clue. I seen a little over 24 videos from the site and the majority had no sexual activity at all. After watching Peanut.avi, I went on a certain image board I frequent to play online show and tell, like I always do with weird shit like this, but someone had already made a thread about it. Some guy who had received the same chain letter as I did. The image board thread got a lot of people with nothing better to do to dig through the site, and that's how I saw the other videos. Most of those 24 videos were very uneventful and consisted of people talking to the cameraman in a room with nothing in the but a desk and a few chairs. I mean, literally nothing on the walls or in terms of furniture. The whole room was a very cold, stereo feel to it. The conversations were just idle banter and previous jobs or embarrassing childhood moments. I was expecting some kind of discussion where the people were filming or what the site was about, but of course nothing. You would never know these videos had anything to do with porn. If you saw it out of context, I will say one thing though, the people who appeared in these videos were quite attractive. However, the other videos that I did feature, however, the other videos that actually did feature content which I suppose would be called sexual, is when things got weird. I'll give you a brief description on the stranger videos. If you're really eaten up with curiosity, you can try to hunt them down on a torrent website. Lickenclean.avi, a 10-minute video filmed by him camera, in which we see a repairman working on a washing machine for the first 2 minutes. When it's fixed, the repairman talks to the owner briefly and then leaves. The owner checks to see sure the repairman is gone, and he begins to lick all over the top of the washing machine. This goes on for 7 minutes. Jimbo.avi, a 5 minutes video of the obese man performing his act. It was actually pretty funny, practically one part where he pretends to pull up a chair and pretends that he breaks it because of his weight. In the last 30 seconds of the video, the camera cuts to static briefly and it cuts back to the man sobbing quietly, still wearing a minor fit and makeup, some kind of obscure fetish. Dana.avi, 4-minute video in which a cameraman talks to a woman in a different room. Difference from the interview room. This room looks like one of the views you find in a normal person's house. Exactly where they are is never specified, as Dana only talks about her violin playing. She obviously plays her violin, but she keeps getting distracted by something. I didn't notice this until someone on the image board thread pointed it out. But if you look at the mirror in the background, you see a fat man in a chicken mask masturbating. Jessica.avi, another 4-minute cameraman video. This time he's outside the house talking to another young woman. They talk about canoe rides. The camera zooms out to reveal the city streets behind them occasionally. The strange thing is, no one so far has been able to identify which street is. Guesses they have to range from Europe to Australia to the Philippines, but these yet to be a match for a street shown in the video. Tongued.avi, the 10-minute video. The first 5 minutes consists of an elderly woman making out of a mannequin. The video cuts out like it did in Jimbo.avi halfway through, as the scene is now a group of mannequins huddled together in a circle around the camera. The lights have been dimmed and the elderly woman is nowhere to be seen. From this point on, there is no sound. Stumps.avi, 5-minute video where a man with no legs is attempting to break dance on a DDR mat in what looks to be in the kitchen from Peanuts.avi, but much dirtier. There's also radio music playing unseen in the background, but it stops at the 4-minute mark where the man collapses in exhaustion. He breathes heavily and pleads someone off screen to let him rest. The off-screen person becomes terrifyingly enraged and yells him to keep dancing, which he does. You can hear this off-screen person begin to scream and the video ends abruptly. Privacy.avi, the woman from Dana.avi is masturbating in a mattress in the interview room, whilst the man from Stumps.avi walks around on his hands whilst wearing some kind of goblin mask. The door in the room was always closed in other videos, but it's open now. In this video, the only light in the room and the hallways are dark. Near the end of the video, you can see an animal quickly run through the hallway. And finally, the last video we uncovered, useless.avi, angry chimpanzee. In this 18-minute video, a blonde woman from the previous interview videos is tied down to a mattress in the interview room. She attempts to scream, but her mouth is taped over. After 7 minutes, a man in a black suit and mask opens the door, but he does not enter. He holds the door open for the animal that was running in the hall in the previous video. Is revealed to be an adult chimpanzee. Its hair shaved and the entire body was painted red. When the chimp enters the room, the masked man closes the door behind it. The chimpanzee sniffs the air for a moment. It may have been blind, and notices the woman tied to the mattress. It goes in a frenzy and begins to maul her. The assault goes for a grueling 7 minutes until the woman finally dies. The chimp eats flesh for her corpse for 4 minutes in the video end. The thread exploded with a titty after the video was uncovered, and people discussed it long into the night. When I came back to the image board the next day, I found that the thread was deleted. I tried to start another one, but they banned me. I tried emailing the guy who sent me the chain letter with the URL, sent 5 messages and never got a response. I tried to discuss the website on various places and I got banned frequently. The site itself was also deleted after 3 days. Useless.avi was just undiscovered, likely because someone contacted the authorities about it. The only proof that normal porn for normal people.com ever existed was a few screencasts people took and videos from the site people saved and uploaded to torrents, the most popular of which being useless.avi, which found its way onto a few gore sites. Wherever you upload them, to all of the videos from normalporn.com, from normalpornfornormalpeople.com get deleted for a while.